I only started to read books by P.D. James in, I don't know, the last couple of years. And more recently, this year, I watched on Acorn a couple of series that are based on some of her books. And it's Dalgleish, Adam Dalgleish, and he's a detective chief inspector, I guess with Scotland Yard. I'm forgetting now. And what I thought was, well, let's give P.D. James Adam Dalgleish books a try. And so I picked this one up, Cover Her Face. It's the first one of the books that she wrote, and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, now, let me say at the outset, this is very, very similar to Agatha Christie. The plot here is this. You've got a murder, a girl, and she's murdered in a locked room. The locked room is in one of these English country manor houses that's more or less occupied by, I don't know, 5, 6 kind of seedy upper class people. You know, they're a little on the shabby, run down side. And Adam Dalgleish comes in to investigate the murder, and of course he's got this mystery. The girl is, and she's not part of this family. She's a maid, actually. The girl is murdered in a locked room. So it's kind of a classic sort of English mystery detective novel. I thought, on the whole, it was pretty good. You know, as you can tell from the plot, it sounds an awful lot like an Agatha Christie book, but it's different. And one of the differences is the main guy, Adam Dalgleish, this detective chief inspector. You know, he doesn't have any of the Hercule Poirot, I don't know, the kind of tiresome quirks. And he's he's certainly not like Miss Marple. Instead, what this guy is he is ice cold. He's absolutely relentless, laser focused in terms of solving this murder. And like I say, he's way different. Now, the difference between the Agatha Christie books and the P.D. James book, I think, is what she does with these characters. She gets you inside the mind of the characters. What are they thinking? What are they thinking about the whole process? What are they thinking about one another? What are they thinking about Dalgleish? And she gives, by the way, in terms of thinking about Dalgleish, she gets you inside Dalglish's mind, and you find out that he's got a sort of an interesting backstory. His wife and only child, I believe it was a son, were killed in a car accident, so he's got that in the back of his mind. I mean, he doesn't talk about it, but he does think about it. He owns a sailboat, 30-footer. And in the TV show, you come to discover, I mean, it's not in this story, you come to discover that he's actually a poet. So I found it a very engaging book. I mean, it's got the mystery elements or the plot elements that Agatha Christie has, but also the characters are a little more, I'm going to say, less cardboard than the characters that Agatha Christie uses. Agatha Christie, very entertaining, no question, but you know, after a while it gets tiresome. You know, I've used Agatha Christie as my bedtime reading for the last, I don't know, I'm not sure how many years, but I have managed to go through every single Hercule Poirot book, every single Miss Marple book. And they did the trick. They got me to sleep. Sometimes I'd read a half a page. Sometimes I'd read 10 pages. But it gets you in the mind of these people who were living in England kind of a long time ago. And it's there's absolutely no violence in any of this stuff. And very good for putting you to sleep. Well, I finished all the Hercule Poirot and all the Miss Marple books. So now I think I'm going to work my way through the Adam Dalgliesh series. I'm not sure how many there are. I'm going to give them a try. I bring it to your attention because if you're looking for this kind of, I guess you'd call it escape type reading, you might give this a try. P.D. James, and as I say, the first book in the series, the Adam Dalgliesh series, is Cover Her Face. On the whole, I found it fairly entertaining. I did find the ending a little hokey, but hey, it was okay. It did the trick for me. I enjoyed it. I mentioned it to you. You may enjoy it too. See you next week with some other book I've read and will recommend. Take care.